Hello. I'm sure it would not be a cliche to say that looking for jobs is absolute hell. Believe me, I know. Imagine you spend over an hour a day, maybe even two or three or more, looking for as many jobs as you can find, looking on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Indeed, looking on as many websites as you can, hoping to get a response, if any, other than an automated one saying that your job application was checked or you weren't accepted and they moved on to other candidates. Which you try looking at your CV or your resume, checking what did you leave out, or how can you make it stand out from everyone else or the other 500 people applying for that particular job? You ask other people, how can I improve my resume? You got a job. Why is it so difficult for me? And it becomes gradually more and more difficult to ask people this as, as the job search drags on 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, more than a year. You start getting more and more desperate. You don't know who to turn to because then you have to say to people, oh, I've been looking for a job for the past 6 months. And they ask you, so what have you been doing? And I answer, I've been looking for jobs. Is that not honest enough for you? It's a real struggle trying to verbalize how to say it in a way that sounds like I'm being productive and that I actually do get up in the morning and do things like everyone else, even if I'd rather be doing something completely different from what I'm doing now. It starts to become a part of your identity. When people ask you, what are you doing? You answer, I'm looking for work. Usually, when people are asked what they do, they say they're a doctor, or they're a lawyer, or they're a businessman. And it starts from school. School children are asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Obviously, children say things like astronaut, doctor, YouTube or Instagram influencer these days, maybe even a TikTok influencer, things like that. So you definitely feel the pressure every day to look for something, not just to do, but to define what you are going to be and how people will refer to you in the future. Looking for jobs has become even harder amidst the financial hardships that have befallen the world due to the COVID pandemic and also recently the Ukraine war. It's just become so much harder to find something to do when the world is burning. I mean, think about this. You've heard about all of the Silicon Valley layoffs that are happening. People with undergraduate degrees, with masters in computer science, really the sort of academic elite of our society, are struggling to find work. How ridiculous is that? What is happening to us? Really? With all this on my mind, I just can't find that it is possible for me to spend the entire day looking for work. I have to spend the rest of the day doing something else, or else I will go insane. These things include activities such as reading, taking a walk, lifting some weights, maybe even writing or filming a YouTube video. It's things like that that help to keep me centered and give me some sort of purpose outside of the relentless grind that is job searching. I also find that it is important to keep my skills up to date. So at least once a month, I try doing a course in a skill such as SQL, Python, ChatGPT in order to stay on the cusp of current developments, because the world is moving a lot faster than it used to. And if you don't keep up, you will be left behind. And the robots will probably replace you very, very soon. If you are looking for a job right now, whether you're unemployed or you're just not happy with the work that you're currently doing, my advice would be, well, you have to keep looking, probably, unless you can start a successful business. But you have to find things to do that will occupy your mind that aren't related to job searching. Be it a hobby or meeting up with friends and family or even just taking a walk, because you have to refresh your mind. You can't just keep thinking of the same thing at the same time. It will drive you nuts. And believe me, I know what it's like. Because we're human and we don't just exist to work or to look for work, ideally. I know that a lot of us feel the pressure and the expectations, but we have to let go sometimes, or else we will lose our minds. So, in conclusion, if you're doing a job search at the moment, know that I'm thinking about you and I want you to. In conclusion, however your job search is going, remember that I am thinking about you and I hope and wish for your success.